Okay, so hello. It's 12:30, and yeah, I just finished exercising. Uh, my fatigue in my left hip hasn't, lessened, so it's still there, and so I took it quite slow when I ran, 5:30 pace or so. Yeah, yesterday I was with my contact person in the evening, and we went to Plumsbacken in Ramlösa, and we walked there for a while. There were a lot of mosquitoes, and so I got a few bites. Then I bought new socks, ankle socks, because the ones I have are, much higher up, and it gets very warm and sweaty now in the summer, and considering how my left toe needs to breathe, I need thinner socks now. So I actually talked a bit with my former coach when I was competing as a teenager in the local club here in Helsingborg. His name is Johan Lillasjö, and he's, if I'm crazy about running, he's even worse. It's been his entire life. He competed in, heptathlon or pentathlon, but focused more and more on running. As he got older, and his twin brother were the same. I think their personal bests on the 10 kilometers are like sub 31, so they were insanely good when they were at their best. And his brother was the one who coached me when I was a teenager, and I mean, it was, both our fault that I got injured, because he set up, ridiculous amounts of kilometers to run each week, and me being a teenager and, wanting to be cocky, and so I had to, exceed those expectations every single week, and that just ended with me getting injured. I haven't heard from his brother in quite a while. I don't think he's running as much any longer. But anyway, BG is still running a lot. So I, asked him about everything. How would they, stand on me competing as a trans runner and all that. And also if he could help coach me, because I'm not going to compete, since I can't compete as a woman until next year. So it would be stupid for me to, do the intervals that they do now in the competitive season. But he said that he didn't want to do that because he knows about my past history with overtraining and how prone to injuries I have been in my life, and that he didn't want to get, the blame himself for it. And I can perfectly understand that. I was a crazy teenager. I am a crazy adult. I'm a crazy person. I mean, I doubt that anyone he knows has run 254 kilometers in a week, and he knows a lot of people. But anyways, they said that there would be no issue with me being, trans and coming back to the club, so that's the take-home message from our conversation. And I joined the, Facebook group for the club today. And I, reintroduced myself and so. Because, I haven't run with them since 2013. And that's a few years ago. I've been here and there, and one run there and one run here. I ran 2 runs with them last winter, but I only, I didn't do any interval training and so, because I didn't feel like I wanted to risk, anything, and also because, I know how good I was at one time in my life, and how I'm never probably never going to get to that level again. There's some Theaterlängt. There's a guy who's painting outside and he's doing it very clumsily. So, I think that it could be quite, disheartening to do intervals and see how slow I am. Get outsped by so many people who I once, could almost toy with when I ran. But that's how it is in life. You change. You can't always be the perfect runner. And that's how I felt when I was, the best runner the club had. I got to, full of myself. And I got absorbed into the culture of, bashing each other. Somewhat playfully, but somewhat seriously. And me having autism, yeah, that didn't go very well. Because I had a very hard time distinguishing what was sarcasm and what wasn't. So, if I ran a bad race and they said, oh, how poorly you did, I would get really, sad and upset about that. And I would always, try to improve all the time, and eventually it just got to a point where I couldn't sustain it anymore. I was, always sickly because I was so close to my limit all the time, and I was injured, almost every month. I could do a lot of races, and then I would just put in a lot of distance, and eventually things didn't work any longer. And it all escalated during Valandaloppet 2011 in June, I believe it was, where my knees snapped and I was in so much pain for such a long time afterwards that, yeah, things really didn't recover again. I mean, I stayed relevant. I kept up some pace, but I mostly ran on my own. I ran a few races, like a 3K in 9:59, and then my last, my final race as a competitive runner was in the marathon in 2:38, which I then saw as, my crowning achievement, and I really didn't have any more to accomplish for myself. And I'd already been drifting out of that for quite a while, considering how much issues I've had with injuries and so. And then just a few months later, I got injured. And then it never got better, and I just did a few long runs, and then I just gave up running, and I decided in January 2014 to start my transition. And then, yeah, running never was that big a part of my life again for several years. I was too depressed about my life in general. But yeah, now I'm back. I've exercised quite hard this spring. I mean, I haven't had a resting day now in almost 5 months. And yeah, that's how it is. So that's it for now, and we'll probably see you when I record my voice later, so bye bye.